The popularity of K-pop is certainly growing across the country, and so is the demand for places to shop for K-pop merchandise. Just across the street in this San Francisco neighborhood, located next to convenient public transportation, is the first K-pop store where Bay Area fans can browse and shop for K-pop merch. Let's meet the owners of Saranghello, San Francisco, and see what they have to offer. So I'm here with the owners, Cheska and Kevin, to talk about their new K-pop store, Saranghello, San Francisco. So nice to meet you guys.
Yeah, so much
Nice to meet you.
too.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. So I want to hear what inspired you to first open this store.
Yeah, so it started out with me working as a software engineer in tech and slowly getting burnt out. And I figured, hey, I want to do something new and different. And I figured, oh, why don't I start a small business? But I didn't really have an idea then. But then I was really inspired by Pip and Chess's recent trip to Orlando. They went on vacation there and they went to a K-pop store there. And when they came back, they were just sharing me like how amazing it was to just be surrounded by K-pop albums and surrounded by fellow K-pop lovers as well. And so that kind of prompted the question to us like, well, why isn't there any K-pop stores here in the Bay Area? And we figured, well, you know, I guess we're best friends of like 8 years and we work together. We have very unique skill sets. And so we figured this might be a great opportunity for us to be the first K-pop store here in the Bay Area.
That's so incredible. I was so surprised when I learned that you all were the first K-pop store in the Bay Area. So how have you been able to connect with the K-pop community since opening?
So first of all, we are super grateful to the K-pop community because it is such a positive and loving and supportive community. And one of the main missions that we had for putting the store together was really to make K-pop more accessible to the Bay Area. We really wanted to be a dedicated store for K-pop music and official albums and merchandise, and like a safe and happy place for people to just come and talk about K-pop and just talk about the thing that they love.
Absolutely. And I noticed that you're not just active, in the store and restocking, but obviously on social media a lot and in other events. Could you tell us a little more about your involvement in the community in those ways?
Yeah, well, we just like to have fun, you know. K-pop's all about fun. It's all about showing and expressing your personality. So it's really important for us to really know our stuff. And it's a great thing that me, Pip and Chess, we just love K-pop. So we're able to express ourselves to the fullest and just be goofy about it. And so we do a lot of things like we do pop-up events here and there. We help sponsor Kpop-TV events, which is very popular nowadays. And in addition to that, having all of these events actually helps other small businesses as well. So it's not just like condensed with the K-pop community, but also other small business communities, especially during a pandemic, that really needs the help. So it's really great that we could kind of mix those two together.
So with your store opening during the pandemic, how have you been able to make it accessible to people who might not live in the Bay Area?
That is a great story. We actually, before the pandemic hit, we were planning to have a physical store, but it didn't work out because of course the pandemic hit, and so we pivoted to an online store, which was a blessing in disguise for us because we were able to really focus on making our presence known. We were really be able to market ourselves in a better way, and that went really well. We established a really cool community all over the United States as well as in the Bay Area, and then we realized, okay, we want to pump up this Bay Area presence, and so we decided later on during the holidays to open a pop-up. And one of our main focuses was, okay, we want to definitely open a physical store and make it available to the people in the Bay, but we want to do it in the safest way possible. So we did, and like I mentioned earlier, because the K-pop community here is so supportive, everyone has been so patient. They followed all of our guidelines, and we've just made it the safest way possible for people to come shop here. And it's also still accessible online to people who want to shop all over the US.
That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that it's been a very positive, safe experience for all of you. Is there an item in particular that has been most popular for fans to shop?
Oh, want to say it together?
1, 2, 3.
BTS. That's been like
Oh
the
my
most
gosh.
like, I mean, BTS themselves, they have been so positive and they've created such a great impact during the pandemic. We've had so many customers who actually got into K-pop because of BTS, and it's of all ages, of all gender, of all everything pretty much.
Yep.
And it's just so amazing to have people come in and be like all shy and it's like, oh yeah, I just got into K-pop because of BTS. And then me, Pep and Chess, we love BTS too. So once we start sharing that, they just start to shine. You know, they just start to open their heart, and that's the magic that we're going for, and that's the kind of community that we're trying to create. So, yeah.
I'm so glad to hear that. BTS, once again, bringing the world together, especially in the Bay Area. So I'm aware that you also have a club for Saranghello San Francisco. Could you tell me a little bit more about what entails of that club and what kind of perks members might get?
Sure, it's more like a fandom is what we like to call it. Basically the people who come and are customers who support us, and we're called Sarang Bays. We call them our Sarang Bays. So you know how like BTS have ARMY or TXT have MOA, so we call them our Sarang Bays. And really it's, if you do it online, it's more of you get to sign up and you get like some emails about whether we have new pre-orders, whether we have new things in stock. For your first order, there's like a code that you get for 5% off. But really, like to be a Sarang base, just to come into the store, talk K-pop. Sometimes we'll give you guys free posters. You know, sometimes we have like awesome recommendations for, you know, newer groups or an awesome new comeback that comes in. But really, it's just mostly, again, going back to community building.
Absolutely. That sounds like something I should be a part of for sure.
Oh, you're a Sarang Bay for sure. You're already a Sarang
Once you get to the store, you're a Sarang Bay.
Oh my gosh, I am honored. Well, I would also love to hear what kind of exciting things do you have coming up next that you might want to tease for our viewers?
Ooh, well, we do have an upcoming pop-up event again next month in San Jose. So that's going to be a weekend, and that's going to be a lot of fun. We are collaborating with another small business down there, so stay tuned for that. And we have a lot of exciting plans for next year as well too.
Yes, some major stuff
some
that we
major
can't
stuff,
we can't tease it too much, but
yeah.
just know that everything we're doing is to keep building the K-pop community and just getting K-pop fans to do more things that they love.
Yeah.
Well, I am so excited for you all and so thankful that you took the time to come chat with us today, so thank you for that. And if you would like to see what exciting things Saranghello San Francisco has coming up next, you can check out their website and their social medias right here. And be sure to check out our website, 24hourkpop.com. I'm Yusun with the 24 Hour K-Pop Entertainment Network. See you next time. Bye!